same. Yeah, I'm trying to act tame, but I think I just came. Wait, what? What's crack-a-lackin'? Kai Miracles here, and today I'll be talking to you about how weed cured my diarrhea. Now it's kind of an interesting story. I kind of basically figured out I had some kind of disease, and I guess a type of medicine to help that disease was weed, and I guess I figured that out. I guess in a young age, and I kind of stuck to it for a good reason. So yeah, I'll tell you the story about how I kind of figured out weed helped with my shitting issues, and how the science of why it helps helps people from shitting for some reason. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but we'll get into it. So we'll begin with a story on how I figured out weed helped with my diarrhea. So it kind of began with the diagnosis of the disease. Basically, 5th grade trip. We were we were walking in a forest, and I had to take the meanest shit, bro. I ate 3 eggs, bro. It was the worst mistake of my life. And basically, I was at the middle of the forest, and I needed to take a shit. So I ran to my cabin, and then right before I got to the toilet, my asshole just couldn't take it no more, and it just released, and I literally had diarrhea dripping down. Yeah, it had diarrhea dripping down my pants as I did my duty. Pretty embarrassing. And that wouldn't be the first incident in that trip. So basically, down the line, I kind of figured out that I had a shitting problem. Yeah. A really bad one where there'd be a shit ton of blood in the poop. Dude, it was gross. There'd be blood in the poop. I'd poop 10 times a day. It sounds crazy, but I'd actually poop 10 times a day. And then I just sit on the on the ground, or in the ground, in a ball, just holding my stomach, because I just needed to take a shit all the time, and it hurt really badly. And my asshole, dude, the amount of times I had to wipe my asshole, dude, you have no idea, dude. I got rug burn on my asshole. That shit sucked. But basically, yeah, I'd bleed every time I'd take a shit, and then I ended up getting a colonoscopy, and that shit fucking sucked. It basically sticks a needle or a camera into your ass, and then they're trying to figure out the problem, I guess. And yeah, after all that, I got diagnosed, and basically, I can't control my shit. I just poop, and I can't hold it in. And it's called Crohn's disease, or inflammatory bowel disease. And yeah, it's pretty shitty. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty shitty, and yeah, I don't know why I got stuck with that shit. Apparently, it's autoimmune, or heritable, and none of my family have it. So I don't know. The story is probably I ate some Korean spicy noodles. My immune system couldn't handle it, and then I just got RKO'd and lost all my stomach and bowel control. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's basically how I figured out the disease, why I was pooping my pants all the time. But now here's why I figured out how weed helped with that. So basically, it was like freshman year, and I was pretty curious. I mean, I low key. I took like the sex ed class or the dare class or whatever that class is. Or actually, probably not. So the first time I kind of, I guess, smoked weed was like my freshman year. I was at like a little party with my friends or like senior friends. Uh, and then like I don't know, like growing up, you kind of like have this kind of like thought process where you're like, all right, I'm at a party. Do I need to take a shit? Like, I don't want to use this guy's toilet. I feel kind of bad, but like I need to take a shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to poop myself. So, uh, I don't know. Like, he had a pen. We smoked a little bit, smoke, and then I was like chillaxing, bro. I was like cruising. I sat down. And I was like, what the fuck? I was kind of like, it was like laggy. Like I don't know, like it was like 10 frames per second. I could see like every frame, like drop. I don't know, bro. It's fucking crazy. But like, yeah, literally the whole day I didn't take a shit, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like my stomach doesn't hurt. I'm not really thinking about it. Shit's dope as fuck. And then I kind of like, I don't really think about it too much. And then, sophomore year passes, blah, blah, blah. And then senior year reaches, and then I start smoking it more with the homies. And then it was just like, oh shit. Like, when I'm with you guys, I don't need to take a shit. I don't know if it's the weed or the homies, but like, ah, shit. Man, I don't know. And then from there, I kind of connected the dots. I was like, I guess weed kind of puts me in the state. Maybe it might be like a placebo effect. I don't know, but maybe like weed helps with my shading problems. And I was like, I mean, kind of makes sense. I don't know. I mean, so the question is, can cannabis help with Crohn's disease? That question obviously isn't, a simple answer, but we should start off with, what is Crohn's disease? Crohn's disease is a chronic inflammatory bowel disease. This autoimmune disease affects the digestive tract and, in serious cases, can cause life threatening complications. For some,